Doesn't the music already sound like it's gonna be a very welcoming city? It doesn't sound grim at all. But you know, I was thinking again about the possessed child. Cause last time I said I didn't want to get possessed. I mean, like, possession ends when you die, so might be a bit fatalistic, but I would try to find out more if we maybe can find out here more about her. But if not, I'm just gonna let the demon try to possess me, if he even does that, and then try to kill the character that he possesses. This might be something.
Hold here, Quercus. I need a moment with our friend. Shield, we are about to enter the
calling
belly
us Shield.
of the beast. To cross a threshold past which there may be no hope of return. There's every chance the servants of the great acorn will skin you alive, frying your bones and boiling your eyes. You could suffer most terrible. I am getting to the point, Quercus. The point is, the path ahead is dangerous.
Fane nods along with Salora. What has you so worried?
I have watched you defeat monsters, villains, and a surprising number of inanimate objects. But your greatest challenge yet lies before you.
Damn inanimate objects.
I do not know what lies ahead, but the great acorn is almost here. I can feel it in my fur.
I'm still wondering what the Great Acorn is gonna be. Like, if it's actually servant of the Void, of the God King, or just their view of him? I don't know.
The forces of evil will throw everything they have against us, but I need more time to finish my research.
Ah, by the way, I installed a mod for those dialogue prompts to hold out a bit longer, so I hope it works out.
You have been a good shield and an excellent friend.
Aww.
Quercus and I both believe you can buy us the time we need.
I do everything I can.
I know you. The world might be filled with murderous giants, but at least some of them are worth saving.
Oh.
Now, it will take more than Quercus's ferocity and my wit if you're going to survive. You need power, and I think I have just the thing.
Oh, you do?
After our last little escapade with your Voidwoken, I examined the corpses you left behind. They were imbued with dark power. I believe Quercus believes, and I concur, that this magic can be used for light as well as darkness. Here, try this.
The squirrel lays his hand on you, and a strange feeling ripples through your body. A sense of power. Your mind opens to the possibilities of new
Authority.
magic.
You're cool if you got that reference. It's a Baldur's Gate thing.
Now, how do you think it feels, Quercus?
Well, I feel quite great, actually.
Of course you do.
Whatever that did.
What greater power could there be than knowledge? Granted, the recipe you know could be a little darker.
Another skillbook recipe.
It would harness the power of those that you've defeated. Grim. But if you need proof that grim arts can lead to marvelous things, you need only look at Quercus. Now, you have all the power you need. You were a wonderful shield as we fled, but we are not running anymore. Now you must become the axe.
The X and Arcs.
Go, my friend, and lay waste to the forces of the acorn. Hack them to pieces, snap their spines, and burn their eyes, and... and Quercus, good luck.
Or you're just a little bit too into hurting people. Ifan!
Look, about the divinity we've chased halfway across the goddamn
My
world.
love.
Entrusted to one person, I don't think it's a force for good.
Oh.
The gods themselves were corrupt, and even Lucian could fare no better than them.
He's not wrong though.
Not to mention his son, Alexander. Long may he rot. You saw him in action. Driven by fear, he took his father's power and used it to turn innocent sorcerers to silent monks in Fort Joy.
I still don't really get why Alexander did that. Except it's fear about sorcerers.
And now here we are, like moths to a flame.
'Cause
Not
he's a sorcerer
understanding that the
himself, you
fire
know.
will consume us. You know, when our journey started, I was a man without a purpose. I lost it in the death fog. But now, after everything we've been through together, I see what needs to be done. I say we end divinity. I say we extinguish the flame and forget about a new divine ascending. No one person should have that power. Rivellon has suffered enough. Let's share the power with everyone. And then, let's all fight the void together.
I think that's something that Fane never really thought about, like he was, yeah, going to claim divinity for himself, as he did until now. But I think he might see reason in what Ifan tells him. What would you think? What would you do? Would you claim the path for yourself? Would you want to become divine? Would you share it? I've never actually thought about that, but I think you got a point. You do. So I think it might be best to share the power, not keep it to oneself.
Ifan nods once and throws you a half smile.
Well then, let's go make that happen.
Onwards. Okay, we got new recipes. Why is it G? G for crafting. I don't know. Let's have a look if there's anything interesting. Bloodstorm. Was it just Bloodstorm?
I blame Alexander for this.
We don't have any skill books anymore. Let's see.
The paladin hops a gob of spittle onto the burning corpses of silent monks. The saliva sizzles momentarily and is gone.
You really make a mean fire, you know.
The silent bastards burn well, 'tis true.
Where the bodies all silent monks.
That they were. We don't burn friends in the street, nor enemies for that matter. But these things.
Once more, she spits on the burning corpses.
I mean, still, for them to be turned into that. Well. Oh, you have a name.
The paladin wistfully hums a tune. You recognize the air. Smoke gets in your hair.
Fane joins in.
He stops humming, gives you a sideways look.
Smoke gets in your hair, your skin peels from your bones, you fade to black.
He rolls his eyes and turns back to the flames.
That was Rosewood's favorite song, and Rosewood's dead. You didn't know Rosewood. Leave his favorite song alone.
May I ask about Rosewood?
Rosewood's dead, and these are the monsters that did it.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Don't be sorry on my behalf. Be sorry for Rosewood and his wife. He was a good man, and she'll feel his loss.
We.
Will haunt her for the rest of her days.
No.
We'll mourn him as we mourn all our own.
And I see that once again I don't have the spirit vision.
Never thought I'd see the day.
Chronicler. Oh, there's a dead Paladin.
The spirit burns with rage at the carnage wrought on Arcs. Rage for the Voidwoken, rage for the Magisters, and rage too for himself and his fellow Paladins for failing to see the danger until it was too late.
Another waypoint. Let's see what's down here.
I've spotted something.
I'm still not really sure if it's worth too much investing into wits. At least if you can, yay, void, tainted, and poisoned fish. Especially if you can invest in other attributes, which would be nice for you. Since I think over the whole game there wasn't too many occasions where Lohse actually discovered something. And I mean, yeah, it increases the critical hit chance, but I mean, she always deals a critical hit while backstabbing. Why is there single malachite? I don't know what I expected, but I'm disappointed. I mean, I could, I think, jump over there, or fly over there. Can I? Nah, 25 meters. Ha, I could. Not for the time being. Let's just see what's going on here on the marketplace, I think. It's his brother, I guess, or father.
A pale young man gazes at the square, seemingly lost in his thoughts. His face and clothes are daubed in what appears to be red paint. Nearby, a canvas sits upon an easel.
Did you see what unfolded here?
I didn't just see it, I witnessed it. Now I must preserve it upon canvas for the generations to come.
Fane glances toward the easel. I've never heard that word. So I take it that's a depiction of what you witnessed here.
He nods, a faraway expression on his face.
The great schism of the Divine Order and the ruination of Arcs. This will be my masterpiece.
He just casually has like 40,000 money, gold. May I take a look at your piece?
I usually only display completed works, but, well, this painting's raw power is already plain to see. Here, feast your eyes.
He gestures to the canvas. It's completely covered in the same shade of red, layer after layer. It's sodden, dripping onto the cobbles.
Oh. But I have to say, I like it. I mean, yeah, it's pretty bloody, but with the red and black, looks nice, I think. I have to say, the red upon the canvas is a very particular shade. Well, quite bloody.
He cracks a limp smile. He seems to be getting paler by the minute.
True art requires sacrifice.
Oh.
Artists must put themselves onto the canvas.
He tugs back the sleeve of his tunic to reveal a blood-soaked cloth bandage around his wrist.
What the hell possessed you to paint using your own blood?
It was my father's technique. He was the finest painter of his generation, and he used his own blood for his masterwork. The final panel of The Sacrifice of Lucian.
Okay, what the hell?
He was also quite the sorcerer. Magic-infused blood can be used to produce the most vivid effects, if you're skilled enough.
But you know, you'll never finish a masterpiece if you die from blood loss first.
Self-preservation is a petty concern. I must put the spiritual above the corporeal. I must finish.
You crazy. The sacrifice of Lucian, can it be viewed somewhere?
For the most part. A copy can be seen at the Great Cathedral here in Arx. I visit frequently for inspiration.
I guess it's his father then.
But the original panel, the one that my father used his blood to depict Lucian's final sacrifice, was given to Lord Ken a long time ago. He keeps it locked away somewhere in that mansion of his. A masterpiece like that should be on public display for all to see.
I think that the first thing I agree with you.
The spirit of an older man observes the nearby painter. He tut-tuts to himself.
That poor boy is wasting his time walking upon well-trodden paths. I thought I raised him better than that. Did you tell him what you thought of his little picture?
Well, yeah, I gave him my thoughts.
Unfortunate, isn't it? He isn't without talent, but he never overcame the fact that he was my son.
Well, you are entitled to your opinion.
Of course I am. I painted the greatest works of art that Arx has ever seen. The Sacrifice of Lucian. My opinion is the only one that matters.
Oof. Your painting, well, does sound fascinating. I have to go see for myself.
They are part of a private collection now, Lord Ken's. Perhaps he'll grant you a viewing, but I doubt it. There's a reproduction on display at the cathedral. Not the same as viewing the original, of course, but it gives the great unwashed something to pray for.
Maybe a bit broken, that family. Oh, Spirit of Source Hound.
Where the smells? I miss the smells.
Oh, pot.
His gaze rests upon you for a...
That was the singing one. I'm not gonna loot everyone. I think that would be a bit insensitive. Okay, let's go there.
What is this? Am I dreaming? I went to my bunk after patrol duties, and now... this. I'll wake up in a minute. Winslow's snoring always wakes me. This can't be real.
I'm sorry, this is no dream. You're dead. But if you tell me what you know about the Black Ring, then I can release you.
What? I don't know anything about the Black Ring. I must be dreaming. I have to be.
You have to know where Dallis has gone. Tell me.
I saw her enter the city with the Whites. Or did I? Did I dream it? Am I dreaming you?
You will see justice.
Oh,
in this
that woman
world
talked to
and
Ifan.
the next.
Please, you've got to help me. My wife. They want to kill her.
She didn't do anything wrong. She was just trying to save lives, but no one will listen. You have to help. Please.
Worry no more. I serve you, darling.
Lucian's love. Thank you, but please, you have to hurry. Go!
Great.
In Lucian's holy name, we gather here today to see justice done.
Oh, come on.
You approach, but the Paladin's icy blue eyes never move from his prisoner.
You are interrupting a Paladin court, stranger.
You couldn't call this a court until the end of days, Kem. It's still a disgrace.
The prisoner will be silent.
What exactly is this paladin accused of?
We are beyond accusations. This once Paladin is guilty of refusing orders and protecting supporters of the Black Ring.
They were boys. Local boys that signed up for steady pay in a slick uniform. A couple of white traitors doesn't mean every Magister is in league with the Ring.
True.
At best, you are a coward. At worst, you are a traitor. In either case, the sentence is death.
I don't like him. Fane steps between the prisoner and Cam. You can't do this.
His icy eyes focus on you for the first time, pinning you with a freezing look.
Step aside, stranger.
I'm no stranger, and I'm on your side. I'm the one that sent the owl, which warned you about the Magisters and the Black Ring.
I see. You have my thanks for that. You did us a great service. Now, if you would do me one service more. Stand aside.
Playing with Lucian, I like. Well, never thought about what Lucian would do. Surely he'd have the wisdom to show mercy. Who?
Kem pauses for half a moment, his eyes flickering to the troops around him.
Perhaps, even in war, we may find space for mercy. Very well. She will not die today.
Wow.
The Paladin looks at you as Kem turns away and silently mouths thank you.
Find a cell for
I
her.
can't talk to either.
And the rest of you have your duties. Move!
Oh, by the divine, thank you. I'll never forget this kindness.
No. Yeah, maybe I can upgrade my current one. I don't think any of those was very interesting. Last picked up. Because I think our current daggers are nicer. Yeah, just because they grant bonuses to finesse.
If I were a white, where would I hide something I didn't want found?
What are they looking for?
Still can't believe the Magisters were in cahoots with the Black Ring. But with the Reds slain and the Whites ousted, maybe now we can restore the Divine Order to its former glory.
I heard you were searching for something. Was it fruitful so far?
It might be if you quit preoccupying me. If Kem says
Whoa.
we'll find something, then we'll find something, and that's that.
Well, excuse me, princess. Oh. Do you know the Legend of Zelda TV series, the cartoon? It was so bad.
Order of society, the Magisters say. Not much bloody order in this place.
Well,
The battle mage looks fed up and frustrated, her hands balled into fists by her side.
I guess this was the former Magister's headquarters. If they are looking here. Yeah, and here's a very subtle hint.
The Whites are long gone. They could be running right out of the sewers while we stand here gabbing.
Found anything of interest so far?
There's nothing to find. The Whites torched the place. Whatever we might have found has gone up in smoke.
Ugh, cursed. Just placing a few markers. Yeah, maybe just going in there. I think that might not be the worst idea. I wonder if she's cursed or we can just...
May you feel the pain of death.
Ah, he's cursed by a Magister. Paladin de Blanchefort.
May you feel the
Potion
pain
bottle.
of death tenfold.
Ah, that sounds interesting.
May you feel the pain of death tenfold.
Let's talk to her first.
Come on, damn you. Stop bleeding!
The Paladin presses a wad of fresh bandages upon a steadily bleeding leg wound. For a moment, it seems to work, but then the bleeding suddenly gets worse.
Damn it!
May your wounds never heal.
Can I maybe offer you a healing potion?
My thanks. This is just what I need.
Nah, didn't help with the curse.
The potion takes effect, but then your ear catches the faintest sound of angry whispers, and the bleeding suddenly intensifies. The paladin claps her hand over the wound in an effort to stem the flow of blood.
What's going on? It looks like it's nearly stopped. Then it just starts again.
How exactly did you get the wound?
One of the magisters didn't know when he was beaten. Drove a spear into my knee. He should have aimed higher, though. I didn't give him a chance to land a second blow.
I mean, that wound is serious, but it shouldn't be bleeding like that. Something's weird about it.
The paladin grits her teeth and readjusts her grip on the wound.
I'll be amiss from this world soon if this bleeding wasn't slow.
May you feel
The spirit of a magister jabs a spectral finger into the paladin's wound, while muttering some profane-sounding curse.
Just stop it.
I'll do as I please. This paladin filth hacked me down right here in our headquarters. She's going to suffer for what she did to me.
Remember the teachings of Lucian, the one you're all following, as magisters, as paladins. Vengeance will only lead to misery for all.
The spirit thinks for a moment, then moves back from the paladin.
Very well. I am done with this world.
Last. Thank you. The wound's closed over. Thank you. Here, I found this on one of the magisters.
Ooh.
It looks valuable. Take it, with my thanks.
Okay, that's it. What runes do you have there? Masterwork? Huh. Can put in a better one here. But that one had an additional effect. Okay, giving strength. Well. No need for strength. I wonder if I can get down here or if he doesn't like that.